This is a brief video introduction to Franz Kafka's short story, The Metamorphosis. Kafka wrote short stories and novels. The Metamorphosis, however, is really a novella, which is somewhere in between a short story and a novel. It is about 80 pages long. It was published in 1915, and it is often categorized as surrealism, absurdist, or slipstream literature. Kafka lived in the city of Prague, which was part of the Austrian-Hungary Empire until the end of World War I. It is now a part of the Czech Republic. Kafka spoke German, which was the language of the upper class. However, he was Jewish, which put him in the minority class. Regardless, Kafka's family was of means, and his father was very successful. This meant that his family had high social standing. He was a writer, of course, but during his life he supported himself by working in insurance. Much of Kafka's work pertains to the existential angst stemming from the modern dilemma of unfulfilling work. Consider the movie Fight Club and even some modern sitcoms such as The Office. Kafka's works explore many of the same themes explored in these modern works. Often Kafka's work is considered surreal. Surrealism is an art form defined by incongruity, anachronisms, and strange, dreamlike images. Salvador Dali is a famous surrealist painter. Surrealism combines fantasy and realism. However, unlike science fiction or fantasy, no explanation is given to explain the incongruities. In science fiction writing, incongruities or the extraordinary is explained by technology. In fantasy, it's often explained away by magic. Surrealism gives no explanation. Here are some of the themes found in Kafka's work. The term Kafkaesque was coined after his death to explain absurd, strange, and meaningless realities. Existentialism is a term often used when explaining Kafka's work. Existentialism is a complex idea, but in a nutshell, it is the idea that the meaning to all things is simply assigned to them by us. In other words, that there is no meaning in life aside from the meaning we ourselves give it. Absurdism is another term associated with Kafka's work. Absurdist work is defined by surreal situations that have no meaning or no apparent meaning. Man's search for meaning and his inability to find it is considered absurd, and is an idea that's often explored in works such as those by Kafka. We do not have an anticipation guide that we are going to do in this class. However, you can go ahead and read the graphic novel at this point, answer the questions in the Google form, and then continue on to the video about the term Kafkaesque.